it rolling. Yeah. All right, give it up for the very funny Bo Lerner.
Hi, I'm Bo Lerner, and I do stand-up comedy. I work at the Shedd Aquarium. I'm guest relations, customer service, which translates to I tell people not to pee on the fish, and I tell people where the bathrooms are. I just pretty much tell people where to pee. That's pretty much my only job at the Shed. Where to pee and where not to pee.
Sturgeons have been around for around 6 million years. They are called living fossils. Being around for 6 million years makes them almost as old as my dad.
I grew up in like kind of the Metro Detroit area of Michigan, where all the white people pretend to be from Detroit, but we aren't actually. If Detroit's here, I'm like here. It was a pretty nice area. I did really like growing up there. I made a lot of good friends. I did comedy in Michigan for a few years before moving out here and trying to make it out here in Chicago.
And what's it like doing comedy in Chicago?
There's a lot more stuff to do. Like the scene is a lot bigger. There's a lot of really great people, a lot of really funny people. It is a little bit more competitive.
It's always nice being back here. I'm glad to be in like an actual area that's not strictly just for booze. I've been performing at a lot of breweries lately, like which are fun, but like kind of strange because I'm a sober person. I just celebrated 6 years of sobriety. Thank you. Thanks for that. Thanks to some of you who put your drinks down to clap for that.
The thing about a sex robot is when you're having sex with a sex robot, you're not really having sex with the robot at all. You're kind of having sex with the nerd who programmed it.
I want you all to get real loud for Bo Lerner!
All right, I'm glad Hunter's gone because we've been doing like a little bit too well in this room, so I really want to bring the energy back down. What if turtles like the straws? I was talking to a friend of mine, and she was saying that she really wants a sugar daddy, but she was like, yeah, I really just want an older man, a rich older man, to take me out to dinner once a month. I don't want to have sex with him. And I was like, you don't want a sugar daddy. You just want to be born into generational wealth. I think a lot of the Batman villains are really lame. I think that every Batman villain is just like a crazy guy in a mask. I think that he needs a villain that truly poses a threat to him, like a union organizer or a therapist.
There's always a lot of fellowship between the comedians. It's competitive, but it's still like respectful. You know what I mean? Like everybody's friends, pretty much. But you know, I tend to be a kind of competitive person, and then the people out here are just incredibly funny. Like there's a lot of really talented people out here, so that kind of I like that because that kind of pushes me to try to be a little bit better.
Who are some of your favorite comedians that you've seen, or like some of your favorite comedians you've met?
In Chicago?
Yeah.
Adam, I'm going to pronounce it wrong. Adam Quaslow.
Hail Satan.
Lucy Ferrante, Quinn James. The first open mic I did in Chicago, I saw Adam Quaslow go up first. He just absolutely killed. Like it's just a dive bar. It's in the back of like a dive bar, this open mic, which is where most open mics are. But the fact that he's back there and he's still like just making me just bend over laughing is awesome. I hate saying like, oh, I've always wanted to do it, but like I kind of have always wanted to do stand-up comedy. When I was a kid, I'd be like on like drives with my mom. She would put on like the stand-up comedy like radio, like Laugh USA, and I would just be listening to like Brian Regan and Jim Gaffigan. I would just be like absolutely floored. I would listen to their bits. I'd go to school the next day in like middle school or elementary school, and I'd like recite all the bits to all my friends, and I really enjoyed doing that. in Boy Scouts in like middle school, there was like a big summer thing where all the troops came, and each troop had to send people up to do a skit at the end of it, and we didn't have a skit, so I went up there and I did like 10 minutes of Brian Regan's material, and that was just incredibly fun. I've always wanted to do stand-up. I can't picture myself doing anything else, honestly. It's like I just find it just incredibly fun, just incredibly like energizing, you know?
So this first comic was one of the mic winners, and last week I, in a butt of a joke, suggested that he was not a friend of the room, and that could be further from the truth. He's a great guy, good friend of the room, Bo Lerner, the comedic stylings of Bo Lerner. Everyone.
What if turtles like the straws? My dad is really into the Marvel movies, and he's always telling me, he's like, hey, Bo, you should write a joke about the Marvel movies. So this one's for you, Dad. Hey, guys, you ever watch the Marvel movies? They suck. I have a friend who said that she really wanted a sugar daddy. She was telling me, she was like, yeah, I really want a sugar daddy, but I don't want to have sex with him. I just want, like, a rich guy to take me out to dinner once a month and pay me a bunch of money for it. And I was like, you don't want a sugar daddy. You just want to be born into generational wealth. You guys ever get this one? I think it's really annoying. If you're ever arguing with somebody about America, and you compare America to another country, and you say the other country's better, someone else will say, oh yeah? Well, they didn't go to the moon. We went to the moon. We didn't do anything. Like, don't pretend like you contributed to that, okay? I saw Hidden Figures just like the rest of you. 3 black women and Sheldon Cooper from The Big Bang Theory went to the moon. We did not contribute a thing. If I was part of the team that sent people to the moon, we would not have gotten there. I'm feeling really good. I recently downloaded an app to help me quit smoking. I've never smoked in my life, but I really like the app. Every day, it's like, hey, Bo, did you smoke today? And I'm like, no. And it's like, good job. We're so proud of you. And I'm like, thanks, Dad. I'm from Detroit. I'm not from Detroit. I'm from the part of Michigan where white people pretend to be from Detroit. No, it's great. I love that like kind of culture of white people wearing Detroit versus everybody shirts, and it's like we're included in the everybody. I think that Detroit versus everybody is it's a good slogan if you want to support Detroit, but it's an even better slogan if you're a supervillain who's trying to turn the world against Detroit. I think that the Gadsden flag is a really stupid design. You know the flag that's the yellow flag that's got the snake on it and it says "Don't tread on me." I don't know if the creator of that flag knows this.
I think I did okay. I was really kind of upset after I did that set. It was a little bit weak. I do think it was a little bit weak, but it was okay. Like I did all right. Yeah. Yeah, I'm not sure if I have as much material as I thought I did, but I don't know. I'm very glad that fire trucks worked. Fire trucks and moon worked. That's great. That's how I refer to all of my material, is just by whatever the one word is in my set list. It was also like a weird audience. Like the audience seemed to be annoyed that there was comedy happening in that room. Like they were very confused the whole time almost. Yeah, when I did that set, I thought I forgot. Yeah, I guess I just don't have as much material as I thought I did, because I thought I forgot bits, but I guess I think I did everything on the list that I had down.
Is that ready? Okay. Somebody did that.
Let's give it up for the reason we're all here tonight.
Yeah.
Someone with absolutely Bo talent.
Yeah.
The comedic stylings of Bo Lerner.
Turtles like the straws.